guys, from all of this we are welcomed by not one but three Bugatti Chirons. One is a Chiron Sport, one is a 110 anniversary one. So these, you guys can see, you've got an 8-liter quad turbocharged engine pushing about 1,500 horsepower and 1,800 Newton meters of torque. This one, carbon fiber everywhere, got a matte finish on the paint. We've got carbon fiber doors, we've got the carbon fiber here, you've got the 110 anniversary badge right there. You've got the 3 colors of the France flag. Got a full front exposed carbon fiber in a matte finish, that too. You've got the blue seats with the 3 colors of the France flag again, with the blue on the sides, blue belt, and you guys can see you've got the 110 anniversary badge in there also. So yeah, this is something worth coming here for. Honestly, coming to First Cars has been a very great experience. Once again, huge thank you to First Motors for allowing me to film here and having the media pass, so being able to film all of this beautiful machinery. A huge shout out goes to them. Goes here without say another Chiron. This is the normal one. This is just has blue exposed carbon fiber with a tan interior, which I don't think goes very well with that. But this one, as you guys can see, is full exposed, like from the front till the rear. That one is the front only till about the panel, and back there is not carbon fiber. I could be mistaken, but according to what I see, that is a half carbon fiber vehicle. And you've got the Chiron Sport. As you guys can see, this one is also matching this one, but this time, this one you've got a Chiron Sport right there. Then you've got a black interior. You've got blue rims instead of plain black on this one. The dash is a different shade of blue, right? But I mean, this car is something of world record before Koenigsegg came in the picture. But I mean, Bugatti is known for that, top speed, obnoxious. So yeah, this is the Chiron lineup that they have, and this one, being the Sport, has the number 16 on the front logo. Or front grille, I mean, my mistake. I mean, every single thing or every single detail on this car is just mesmerizing. And here's your 1,500 horsepower W16 quad turbocharged. I repeat, quad turbocharged. That is something that was never heard of till the Bugatti Veyron came along, and then since then that engine has just been through every vehicle of Bugatti. And the partnership currently with Bugatti and Rimac is something to wait for here. And then from the Chiron lineup, we come to a Mercedes-AMG SLS Black Series. Like, I mean, there's literally no words to say or anything to describe, just that this is a time piece, just something from Mercedes that is just elegant, beautiful. You've got the gull wing doors, you've got carbon fiber, you've got every single box ticked on this. And if I'm not mistaken, what I saw is that this is a one-off one, so which makes it an ultra desirable vehicle. Right, you've got carbon fiber here, you've got carbon fiber canards, you've got carbon fiber splitters, you've got carbon fiber mirror caps, you've got carbon fiber vent accents, you've got a carbon fiber wing, you've got a carbon fiber rear diffuser. So this is just another beautiful timepiece here at First Motors. A huge thanks to them once again. Right next to we have a LaFerrari, which you guys have seen. They have quite the LaFerrari lineup. I think First Motors love their LaFerraris. I mean, you've got black, you've got two blacks, you've got a yellow, you've got a silver, and then you've got another red. So yeah, nothing to say. Like I previously discussed, just something worthwhile, something that's just beautiful. Then we've got another poster car of mine, the Ferrari Enzo, with a V12 engine. It just sings out loud. I mean, before the LaFerrari, this was the dream car, and it still is the dream car alongside the LaFerrari. So nothing to say. This was the car that you have as a poster, something you have seen that you wanted to attain. So it's literally nothing much to say about the Enzo rather than it being elegant. Then you've got a Ferrari F50 in black. Yeah, so I don't know much about the F50. Maybe, if I'm not mistaken, this is a V12 engine also. This one came after the Ferrari F40, or I think it came before the F40. I'm not sure, but this is a car that is again a fallen soldier, because the F40 comes along and then it just takes all the glory of this vehicle. And I prefer this. A lot of people will be like, all my opinions are based off people who are liking other vehicles. Like, I get it, but I prefer the F50 over an F40. That's my opinion. You cannot change it. And then behind it, you've got a Ferrari 296 GTB with a V6, if I'm not mistaken, a 3-liter V6 twin-turbo hybrid engine. So this is the first V6 from Ferrari, and the performance on this is just something. So here you've got, you see you've got a V6 twin-turbo engine with an electric motor, 830 horsepower, 0 to 16 2.9 seconds with that assist from the electric motor. This car can achieve what it's just saying. This one came along with the SF90, so this 296 GTB came alongside with the SF90, both having the electric motor, the era of where Ferrari brings in what you call the hybrid technology in their vehicles. And nothing bad to say about this car. Literally, new Ferraris, they are there, that are beautiful. You cannot say no. Like, you've got a Purosangue that is also very beautiful. So Ferraris has been a long way ahead of other automotive makers. So yeah, alongside a Ferrari 430 Scuderia, and then you have, if I'm not mistaken, another 430 Scuderia, this one having an F1 World Championship badge. So which one makes this much more rarer than that one. So it's a 16M also. So we are very grateful to be in such a vehicle's presence. So yeah, and then as we pass on to the McLaren Senna, the Pagani Huayra Roadster, which I can't stop looking at, we come on to the 488 Challenge track car. So this is a hardcore version of the Ferrari 488 GTB, which is basically hardcore racetrack design. Got from the aggressive front with the canards and the splitter till the wheels, till the lightweight windows, the stripped out interior with bucket seats, the racing wheel, the whole center console being carbon fiber, just everything being turned into a hardcore version of the 488 GTB, which is designed for the track. And then we've got a GT2, if I'm not mistaken, a GT2 RS Club Sport, which is the hardcore version of the GT2 RS, much more aggressive. As you guys can see, the stripped out interior, the roll cage, the Recaro buckets, and then you've got the canards, the splitter, the carbon fiber boot, bonnet lids, the what you call is you've got this, if I'm not mistaken, the pilot spots. Then you've got a big wing, got carbon fiber roof, a carbon fiber rear deck lid that pushes out all the air out, and it's a big enough table to have McDonald's on. And then you've got the rear, full rear, which is carbon fiber. You've got a full raw exhaust right there. So this is the much more hardcore version of GT2 RS, alongside 3 R34 GTRs with a 2.6 liter inline 6 turbocharged. This car, alongside the Supra, were competitors in the inline 6, what you call inline 6 category. And all 3 of them, as you can see, so alongside the GT2 RS, we've got 3 R34 GTRs. These are all right-hand drive vehicles because they were made specifically only for Japan until the rule where you're allowed to import them now. In most countries like America has the 25-year-old rule. This one being in midnight purple, this one being in black, this one being in yellow, being a V-spec, because you've got the Nismo wheels, the Nismo, as you guys can see, intercooler down there. You've got green carbon fiber mirror caps, and those are your different mirror caps compared to the standard ones. And yeah, nothing much different, but this one is a V-spec. The remaining are normal ones. As you can see, that one has a normal exhaust, this one has a slightly modified one, and so does this one. And out of all 3, I would have taken the yellow one. As you guys already know, I like yellow a lot. Currently it's my number 1 favorite after coming here. These are all manual vehicles, right? This one, so there's nothing much to say about an R34 other than this being the competitive vehicles from the Nissan, what you call the, not Nissan, sorry, the Toyota Supra, the 3-liter inline 6 2JZ GT-E engine with the 3-liter twin turbo inline 6. This one being a 2.6-liter inline 6 with a single turbo. And the fun fact about this engine is people stroke them to 2.8s, bringing much more horsepower than any other. And this one also is all-wheel drive, so this one had a much more greater chance than the Supra because that one was a rear-wheel drive vehicle. So it's great to see some Japan iconics sitting here. Guys, so we have 2 AMG ones here. As you guys can see, one is covered, one in all its form of glory. Like, I mean, just look at it. This is work of art, honestly, from a 1.6 liter V6 with 4 electric motors, all-wheel drive. This is just work of art, honestly. I mean, look at this. There is no words for it. A proper road legal track vehicle. Like, nothing can complete this, honestly. So, finishing off with the GTL, we come on to Ferrari Purosangue, the SUV version from Ferrari, the competitor of Lamborghini Urus. This one has a 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12, pushing out about 738 horsepower and 718 newton meters of torque. So this car is Ferrari's answer to the Lamborghini Urus or the Aston Martin DBX. This one, featuring the 6.5 liter V12, ticks all the boxes, honestly, with the what you can call the suicide doors, and 6.5 liter V12. I mean, you cannot compete with this. Okay, Aston Martin and for Lamborghini Urus, they all have the V8s and all, but I mean, this is something else. This one, the looks, the everything is just, not a lot of people are a fan. I also wasn't a fan when it got released. I mean, look at that. That is too ginormous. But after a while, it slowly grew on me. And honestly, I don't hate it now anymore. I mean, this is what you would expect Ferrari to make. I mean, people call it the Mazda CX-90 or the copycat of Mazda, but I mean, it is a Ferrari. End of the day, a Mazda doesn't have a 6.5 liter V12, does it? This one has. This one has everything that you can call it a Ferrari. And then we've got a gorgeous Rolls Royce in this beautiful color. We've got a Range Rover, the new version, which is honestly a bigger upgrade than the previous one, but the previous Range Rover with the SVR was much more beautiful. Right, then you've got another Rolls Royce. I'm not very familiar with my Rolls Royces and Range Rovers, but this one, as I can see, is a Phantom. So yes, that is there. We've got another Rolls Royce, which is much more aggressive, like a Mansouri edition with Porsche Carbon's front splitter. You've got Mansouri rims, side skirts. You've got little spoiler, Porsche Carbon also. So this is the Mansouri edition of this. So if I were to take a Rolls-Royce Phantom, it would be like this. A Mansouri kit, elegant, murdered out. That would be it. Then you've got the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the SUV from Rolls-Royce, which is a much more luxurious vehicle, V12, not too loud, just comfort and everything. Yeah, and you've got a Maybach GLS 600, which does the boinks, which is gone famous for. This is nothing much about it, just rather than the fact that this is a car that bounces. The main feature for it was to bounce out of it getting stuck in sand or anywhere, but people use it for show. And right here we've got the 2025 G63. Not a lot has changed, and you might ask, how is this a 2025? If I know, first of all, the rims, new designer rims, and you've got keyless entry, if you guys can see that. So this is what makes it, or makes me know that this is a 2025, because of this little subtle changes that Mercedes has made, still keeping the V8 bi-turbo. Yeah, so these are very few subtle changes that you can tell as a person that this is a 2025 alongside another 2025 one in this I'm not sure what to call this color. It's like a charcoal gray, but yeah, 2025 G. I've been in a G-Wagon, and I get the appeal, the power and everything is there, but it's just too stiff. Like if you're sitting in it, you feel it. It's just stiff when you're driving it. Another G-Wagon. Also, this is not, or this is also a 2025, but this one has the OG rims that come with G-Wagons. So you guys can see this is one feature that from the outside I tell that this is a 2025 because of the keyless entry, which should have been there from previous. You've got Brabus 4x4 square, which is ginormous for absolutely no reason. This car would definitely be the best car during flood times. Yeah, as you guys can see, the comparison from a normal G-Wagon, the thing is huge. This is another G63. We've got 2 or 3 2025 G-Wagons, and then you've got this one which just got the monoblock rims and the front bull bar. This one is a Brabus 800, which goes out about 800 horsepower from the same V8 bi-turbo engine from these G-Wagons. This one's got the aggressive aero and everything. So yeah, so you've got everything here. You've got the 4x4 square, you've got the normal V8 bi-turbo G63, Brabus 800, you've got the 2025 G-Wagon. So I mean, it's just G-Wagons. And then from the G-Wagon section and the Rolls-Royce section, we come on to two beautiful machineries from Lamborghini. From the Lamborghini Countach to the Lamborghini Ultimate, which is, I think, or if I'm not mistaken, is the replacement or what came as an alternative to the Aventador SVJs. Was this the Ultimate, which is also an NAV12 all-wheel drive vehicle, which is different. As you guys can see, the rear panel has been slightly changed. The look of this vehicle, also the angle of the rear deck lid is also different. Apart from everything, nothing has definitely changed. From the front, you may think this is a Lamborghini SV or an S. So yeah, and you've got your Countach, which is just an iconic classic, which I call it. I mean, there's no words, nothing to comprehend such a beauty, right? And lastly, the last vehicle here currently at the First Motor stand is 812 Ferrari GTS 6.5 liter V12, screaming to over 9,000 RPMs, with being a convertible. I mean, hearing that mid-engine V12 can be a very, very, very amazing experience. So another vehicle I adore, another vehicle I appreciate, the Ferrari 812 GTS. And with that, guys, we complete the tour of First Motors in the United Arab Emirates, and a big shout out to them once again for letting me film their cars. And next time, hopefully, I'll be here to purchase one. So for now, this is it, guys. First Motors, once again, thank you very much for allowing me to film and just adore these beautiful machineries you guys have on stand. And on this note, we would like to end the vlog of visiting dealerships in Dubai part 1. Thank you, bye bye. Bit of off track, we've got a Ferrari SF90 again. Not surprised. First Motors really love Ferraris and SF90s. So that is nice to see being offloaded right now.